Hi, I'm Laura. I'm 17 years old, and I have struggled with depression and anxiety for 3 years now, about. It became most major approximately a year ago when I had to visit the hospital twice, and then my third visit ended with a stay in the hospital for a week on the psychiatric ward. So, I was recently referred to the Early Psychosis Intervention Program. I've been keeping up to date with my school guidance counselor, and she began to notice some things. I started not attending class whatsoever. I would sometimes come to school, but when I did, I didn't go to class at all. I would just stay in the guidance room. I sort of became wary of friends and family and loved ones, suspicious, and I didn't know why. Neither of us did. I didn't want to go out with them. I didn't want to be near them. I stopped eating lunch with all of my friends. My concentration and attention dropped significantly to the point where I could barely even write. When I started writing, I would start writing the same thing over and over again, and it was very confusing and sort of frightening, and I would have moments of extreme anxiety, and I didn't know how to deal with those. The whole breathing technique didn't seem to really work for me. I had periods where I felt unreal, sort of spacey. I've always called it the jazz hands, like that sort of feeling, where you feel like you're half an inch out of your body. It's, and it can be you, like you feel unreal, like you're not there, you're fake, or it can be the world around you is unreal. And this isn't real, this isn't, and you're seeing, you're aware of everything, but you're not processing it. It's not sticking in your head. It's not really actually making sense. You could see a car coming down the street, and you'd be aware that if you stepped out in front of this car and got hit, you would be injured, but it's not processing, so you just cross the street anyways. So I had a full day like that. It was really it wasn't scary, it was just weird. I went walking with a friend, and I had to actually ask her to stop me whenever we came to a red light, or else I would just keep walking. So when we began to notice these symptoms, like we talked, these symptoms can actually be like symptoms of lots of other things, like the unreality, feeling that you're unreal is called depersonalization, and feeling that everything else is unreal is called derealization. One or the other. I might have mixed them up. Derealization. So those can actually be symptoms of anxiety or depression or just even lack of sleep. But when you're experiencing a whole multitude of these things, especially when it comes to like not quite sure if what you're seeing is real, or especially if you've dreamed something and you're not sure if that's real or not, or you're experiencing constant deja vu, or if you just sort of stop taking basic care of yourself, if you stop showering, you stop brushing your teeth, stop, getting dressed. I know I look kind of ruffled, but I'm better than I was. So always be on the lookout for, just when you feel like things are getting out of hand. So that's really important. So if you're experiencing a lot of these symptoms together, you can go to an Early Psychosis Intervention Program. And what this program is they'll review with you your symptoms, and if it's not psychosis, like if they determine that it's not psychosis, they'll still meet with you. Hopefully, most of them do this. They'll still meet with you like maybe once or twice more, and they will find another program for you that they think is the right fit. So like they know that it's severe and it's causing you stress. So they're not just going to say, sorry, we can't help you, and then drop you. They're going to find you someplace. So that was a huge relief for me. And another huge relief was I realized that what I could do was write out all of the things and questions that were concerning me. So I'd say, like I had moments where I would think that the shower head at night was trying to convey a message to the people in my house. So, but I knew logically that that wasn't real, but part of me said, I'm gonna have to listen to the shower head just in case it's actually talking to me. So I wrote that down. I wrote, is this a legitimate delusion? Is this actually a symptom of psychosis, or am I just wigging myself out? And and so I got to write down all of these things that were concerning me, no matter how trivial, and when you go in, you can just hand them the papers, hand them the little booklet, and then it makes talking about these things a lot less scary, because, like, you don't have to say it out loud, and it helps a lot if your parents or people that know you aren't there. So yeah, that helps a lot. Keep them out of there. Until the end, obviously. Remember that you have the right to disclose what information you want to your parents. So if you don't want them to know anything, you just tell that to your psychiatrist, your doctor, your case manager, and they can't, their hands are tied. Unless you're saying, like, I stabbed little Johnny yesterday, then they have to tell the police, obviously. So if you're experiencing some scary symptoms, I would highly recommend going out and just, even if you're just talking to your guidance counselor, or you can do a self-referral, just call and say, hi, I'm kind of worried about myself. Will you please meet me? And they're usually really, really quick. I met with a psychiatrist within a week, which is unheard of in my region. Usually it's like at least a month wait, and some of the mental health programs are like year waits, which is ridiculous. And I'm in Canada, so anyways, yeah, if you're experiencing a lot of distress based on some of these symptoms, I highly recommend that you go and just ask, get some help, and remember that they're not just gonna drop you and say we can't help you and then kick you out the door. they're going to take their time and they're going to help you. So yeah, I'll put some more early warning signs below, and you can check those out. And it's not any kind of, you know, obviously I'm not a doctor, I don't have any kind of ability to diagnose you, but if a lot of these symptoms are causing you distress, then take some action for yourself, just in case. Okay.